So I'll be speaking more as a pastor this morning and as a priest of God. And then I'm going to pray for everyone who is there today. And what I want to pray for you about is very important. I'm going to continue what I shared the introduction yesterday on why dreams die. This month, our prophetic focus is outstanding growth. June is our month of outstanding growth. Nothing grows around a man until the man grows. And one of the things that God has given to you to grow your life and your destiny is your dream. But not all dreams come true. Not all dreams come to fruition. Not all dreams mature. Not all dreams speak. Not all dreams come to reality. Our vision statement as a church, Zion Hill Church, is raising a generation of men and women that know their God and do exploit on the earth. That's the vision God has sent us with. That's what translates to the things we do. We are raising men and women that know God to do exploit on the earth. And our mission statement is releasing destinies, impacting nations. Without a dream, you can't have a place on the stage of life. This is common to me. I always say, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? The next 10 years? That question simply says, what is your dream? When you are asked, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? The simple meaning of that statement is, what is your dream for tomorrow? Yesterday is in the womb, it's in the tomb. Tomorrow is in the womb. Your past is gone. Your future is beckoning at you. What does that future hold? Stand up, my sister there. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. I don't see anybody sit down yet. Stand up. Stand up, stand up. I'm waiting for her. Stand up. And I'll tell you why I made you to stand up for 5 minutes. I'll tell you why. I want to preach in the church in Victoria Island a few years ago. It was a prayer conference. So I taught. In that meeting, there were 3 commissioners in Lagos, from Lagos State government in that meeting. 3 commissioners. Commissioner for environment, commissioner for whatever. 3 of them there. In that meeting, there was an MD of a bank, one of the leading banks in Nigeria. In that meeting, there were 3 ambassadors. There's 3 or 4 ambassadors. In that meeting, there were who is who. In that same meeting was Folorunsho Alakija. And I taught the power of prayer. Why you should pray. And it was time to pray for the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That meeting has old people, has young people. Upper class, middle class, lower class. There is none I can't preach to. I preach to old people who are 90, 100, 80. I preach to, middle-aged people, 30, 45. I preach to even children. I can communicate. I run millionaires class every Friday here before we started the academy. All my students there are teenagers. Teenagers, I selected them. They are 16. We started the class. I'm teaching them. And I communicate with them in language you understand. You know why? Many of them, their parents woke up late. I don't want them to wake up late. I want them, by the time they are 21, they are already speaking in millions. Not naira and kobo. Some people want to give you an example. They say, for example, let's say you go and buy something of 10 naira. This generation does not understand 10 naira. Pastor Prince, when I was to pay for WAEC, my WAEC fees was 131 naira. Some of you can't relate with that. You don't know 131 naira. In that time, 131 naira. Big money. So how can I be giving you an example? For example, you want to do business now. Let's say you start that business with 200 naira. What business was that with 200 naira? So when I'm communicating with the generation, I use millions, for example. Billions. When you mention trillion in our time, you just faint. You faint, you die. Even politicians that time know they see billions. Today, somebody will see trillions. And you know why? As big as your mind is, that's what will enter there. So, in that meeting I thought about prayer and then we began to pray. But something shocked me. As we began to pray, I saw old people praying, vibrating in prayer, the frequency of prayer. I saw all the hands and whatever DG, Director General, MD of that. I saw them praying. I can't teach you about prayer and you don't pray. It's not possible. But I was shocked. The young people who were there. Oh God. It was not strong enough. Or why are the young people not praying like the way the old people pray? You know what God told me? God said, the old people they know that life is not easy. But the young people have not seen anything. Because they are still paying their school fees. The one who struggle to pay the school fees know how hard it is to get the money. But do you know that some students enjoy more than their parents? Your father struggled to send you 20,000. Your brother in Lagos sent you 20,000. Your sister in Abuja sent you 50,000. The cloth your papa bought 2 years ago is still wearing. You have bought 3 shoes because all you wanted to buy was one textbook of 2,000 naira. But you don't collect 20,000 because you told your father, I want to buy geography. And each one is 2,500. Then I'll do a project he gave you. From that money you are flexing, you go to watch movie. From that money you took girlfriend to. You know what I'm talking about? The man have applied for salary advance. You don't know that the money he gave you is his salary till December. That's what you are flexing with him. His salary till December. Now they